while also acknowledging the earlier secretary who walked in with me. Once again, I want to sincerely appreciate you all, but most importantly, the Department of Education event. And while I walked in, I saw the arrangement. I said, truly, this is the right way to go. And when I listened to our students with the way they recited the national anthem, I can say that I strongly see hope in our country, Nigeria. So I must congratulate our students. The truth is that the continuous advocacy on the need for us to see how we can campaign against the abuse of drugs cannot be emphasized, because it has eaten deeply into the fabric of our society. I remember our humble days. We would trek from a distance to our schools, and we would wake up with enthusiasm, eager to go to our schools to see our teachers and even to see our peers. But today we discover that that is not what we are witnessing again. Because some students who have now abused themselves with the use of illegal substances have turned themselves into something else. And it's our hope and prayer with the continuous advocacy, people will begin to realize that the thing is causing us so much harm. Because in the future of this country lies in the children who are seated here. It means that every stakeholder must see themselves as people who must drive this process. Yes, we are doing our own here, but it's very, very important that leaders must go back to the nook and cranny of our society to see that this message of hope and solidarity is being preached across board, starting from community leaders, religious leaders, and traditional institutions. It is very, very. I want to use this medium to appeal to our young ones who are here. This, we can say that we have almost lost the 21st century because most of our youth are now involved in this. There is a prayer that these young ones here, that God will help us to nurture them. I want to appeal to our young ones who are seated here that the use of drug has caused so much harm than good in our society. If you want to be a good teacher, you want to be a good medical doctor or an engineer, you must abstain from the use of drugs. And whoever that tells you to it, I want to appeal to you that once you get home, always make sure you tell your parents. If anyone calls you to say, please try this thing, when you get to immediately tell your parents. My own children, they are very, very small. And once they get home, whatever anyone tells them, they must come back and tell their mommy or their daddy. And when they begin to realize that any little thing you must tell your parents, you see that they will run far from you. If time will not permit for you to get home, quickly tell your teacher in school who is seated here as your own parents. It's very, very important, because your teachers will never lead you to the shortcuts of destiny. So I want to appeal to us as a people that we must see how we can drive this process so we'll be able to get a drug-free environment and society. In you, a lot abound, but it depends on how you are able to shape in the pen of your destiny. So I want to appeal to each and every one of you here, just the way you are seated here, very calm. I can assure you that when you study your books and look up to God, who designs your destiny, that definitely things will go out the way you have wished for yourself. So we must continue to draw this advocacy to the nook and cranny of the state and the country in general. I said it yesterday when I was discussing with Youth Council, that just a little gram, could be just 5 kilograms of drug in a classroom like this, can cause us so much harm. Because immediately you have an intake, the first thing is how to commit crime. It's either you want to rape someone, or you want to carry arm, or you want to rob. And once you are holding arm, there's every tendency that you might take life. So that is what drug can actually cause. So I want to appeal to each and every one of you that you must run far from it. Today, I'm the council chairman because I don't take drug. So if you take drug, you'll not be able to get to that place you are hoping to be. You want to work in an oil company, before they get you employed in some of all this firm, you must go for drug test. And once they discover that there is a little atom of drug in your system, you have lost the job. Someone actually lost a multi-million-dollar job just because he failed medical test. And when he was tested, they discovered that he was taking Indian hair. And that's how the person lost that job. Today, the person would have been a breadwinner in his family and have been able to live a good life, buy good cars, and build a very good house and form a very good family. That he was able to cut short because he was involved in the intake of drug. So I want to appeal to you all. You are here because your parents and your teachers, they have so much confidence in you. And the local government, the Ika South, will have so much confidence in you. That is why you are all selected to come to this place. So that when you go back to your various schools, you should be able to tell your classmates that please don't take anything or don't sniff anything or anything that has to do with drug. You must go to the hospital for them to prescribe. It's only when the medical doctor will prescribe and say you can take this, so that you'll be okay to handle your malaria or your headache. That is the only one that you can take. Drug must be taken based on prescription for someone who is qualified. So I want to appeal to each and every one of us that we must put heads together to see how we can tackle this. And at this junction, I want to make a passionate appeal to NDLEA and law enforcement agencies that please we must purge ourselves and see to it that we'll tackle this thing head on with all level of sincerity. There is no doubt that this thing has ravaged the society, but I'm very, very sure that once you put up your armor to see how you can tackle this thing, to an extent, we might not be able to get it right at the initial stage, but I can tell you that when we move with all enthusiasm, definitely we'll get to the desired point where we'll be able to build the local government of our collective dream. There are so many ways we can tackle this thing. One is to identify the key players in this line of illegal business and see how we can get them to face the law. Another thing is to see how we can drive advocacy to the grassroots of the latter. By the time we are able to drive this and let people understand the bad side of illegal use of drug intake, I'm sure they'll begin to witness no patronage. And before you know what's happening, they'll go out of business. So that is why our teachers must see to it that at the end of every teaching hour, you must coin it with the word stay away from drug. And by the time you kept hitting on this, I can assure you that these children will grow with it and they will understand that that thing that our teacher has been telling us, that is the right way to go. The Bible says when you train the child the way you should do, when you grow definitely will not depart from it. And I can say my own self is a case study because I grew up from a very, very Christian family background, and that mindset was what I used to go into the university. And when I went to the university, I was so religious and I was so committed to what I was doing. I never even knew with my calmness for some persons who are here, like my sister that was with this morning, who is in education. If they had told her that one that would be a politician, she would never believe. Because she would say it's not possible, not Jerry, it's not possible. So that calmness was what I used to pass through the fall of our institution without problem, without any issue of confrontation with anyone. And that same calmness was what persuaded me, and they felt that truly they can trust my leadership style. So it means that God at those days, when we feel that rascalism is the right way to go, there is no way out in that place. When you are rascal, when you are radical, at the end of the day, there is a place where the camp will place you, and at the end of the day, you don't supervise your activities. So that is why it pays to be good, it pays to be hardworking, it pays to stay out of drug. So I'm appealing to this young one. I saw the passion at which you recited the national anthem, and I know that you are committed to a sane society, and I know that what you wish yourself is a brighter future. I can assure you that once you take this message and sleep with it and grow with it, and realizing that our God in heaven is the helper of men, I can assure you that you grow up and be whatever you want to be. So I want to use this medium to realize that your destiny is in your hands, and it depends on how you are able to handle it. We must stay away from drug because it has caused so many things. It has also led to untimely deaths. Is there anyone who wants to die here? No. Is there anyone who wants to die here? No. I'm sure that your hope is to make your mother and your mommy and your daddy proud, right? Yes. So if that is what you want, I want to appeal to you, please. Anything about drug, stay out of it. So that tomorrow you can grow up. You become a teacher, you become a doctor, you become an engineer, You become a local government chairman, you can never become governor, you can as well become the president of this country. That you can only achieve if you stay away from drug, you stay away from the prison yard. If you get to this prison, you see some people who are there, they are prisoners. They don't have freedom. Some of them, they call them as they were taking drug. And that is not the wish. That is not the kind of thing we want for you all. So you are carefully selected so that you will take this message back home and then inform your classmates that drug is very, very bad. And I'm very, very sure that the NDLEA, they have been able to put up wonderful clips and videos so that you don't see the damages that drug can actually cause. So I wish you a wonderful stay, a wonderful celebration in this a wonderful epoch-making event. It's our prayer and hope that the Ika South local government and Delta State at large will be a drug-free society so that we all can live happily forever in the mighty name of Jesus. Once again, thank you very much. I want to appeal that because of lineup of engagement I have in my office, I'll be stepping aside because of persons are waiting for me. But I can assure you that my vice chairman will be here to see that everything goes well. Thank you very much. God bless you.
That was an extensive address. I believe the chairman has given us enough reason to stay away from drug. Is it not?
Yes.
Good. He who have ears. Thank God for you. You know what he said? I got something from the language. He said, a focused youth is the leader of tomorrow. Not youth is a leader, because not all youths are focused. Is that not being focused? And if you have to be focused, it's a nation. You hear me?
Yes.
Good. At this moment, people. Okay. Well, the chairman.